Wilbon and I disagree on many things, but here is one thing we both agree on. Ndamukong Suh is a beast.
Absolutely.
We welcome the young star of the Lions to the show. We're going to start with your first touchdown. You grab the ball, you're running toward the end zone, and tiny little Santana Moss tries to tackle you, and you shoo him away like a gnat. Did you even feel his presence?
I definitely felt his presence a little bit. He hit me. It was like a bump in the back, but I looked back into the interior line and saw where all the commotion was, where they got the sack, Kyle Vandenbosch and Cliff, where they met at the quarterback. And so I had no clue he was behind me, but it felt like he just hit me in my back and helped me into the end zone at the end of the day.
When you went to shoo him away, it looked like your expression was, "Are you kidding me? Get out of here."
I guess you could say that. It was more or less. I was surprised that he kind of hit me up in my upper back instead of trying to take my legs out, which most guys do for big men. You try and take their legs out because I guess they are supposed to fall easier.
That play started with a sack of Rex Grossman, who the Redskins put in the game in place of Donovan McNabb, who you guys had already harassed. How surprised were you and Ndamukong that the Redskins put Grossman in for that series?
It caught me off guard a little bit. Obviously, I was used to most of the game playing against Donovan, and obviously knowing Donovan a little bit, meeting him prior to us playing that game, it was a little bit of a surprise. But obviously, I put my hand down in the dirt, and it was just another quarterback that I had to get after.
Did he seem out of shape at all to you? Because that's, of course, been the big theme in Washington this week, and one of the big stories in the NFL, that Donovan didn't seem like he was ready to run the 2-minute offense. He seem out of shape to you?
Obviously, I don't practice with him on a weekly basis or anything of that sort, but I've seen him run, I believe it was 60 yards on us on the scramble. He didn't look too out of shape because he continued that play, and actually I believe they scored a touchdown on that one. But I don't know. That's between their team, and it's something that they have to figure out. I'm just looking forward to going against the Jets.
Ndamukong, Wilbon is conflicted. He worries about head injuries in football, but he exulted in the fact that you threw Jake Delhomme down like a rag doll in preseason. So he loved that part. So to make Wilbon feel good, what did it feel like to be able to take the quarterback and throw him like that?
I mean, it always feels good to grab a quarterback and throw him which way or wherever he goes. But I definitely was excited to be able to get to the quarterback. That was my first time in the NFL game to get after a quarterback or even get close to one, even though I didn't even get a sack off of it. But, I mean, I learned my lesson from it. I got fined, but I'm going to continue to be aggressive and get after quarterbacks, just obviously be a little bit smarter the way I do it and make sure they have the ball.
Well, let's follow up on that, because obviously that's been one of the themes this season, the violent hits and the NFL's emphasis on eliminating them or at least reducing them. When you are now chasing a quarterback, as violent as that is down in the line, that mayhem, are you concentrating it all on, I can't hit this guy too hard, or I've got to lay him down, or I've got to avoid his head with my head?
Without a doubt, I'm definitely not worrying about if I'm going to get fined or anything of that, or hitting him in the wrong place or anything of that sort. My whole objective is to get that ball out and get that guy on the ground if I can't get the ball out, if he's holding it real securely. In one particular instance was that in this last past game, Donovan was escaping. I had him by the back of his jersey, and I came over the top of him and tried to knock the ball out with my left hand, even though I had him secured, because I didn't want him to throw the ball away and get rid of the ball, give him another fresh down at the same position that they were. So I definitely don't pay attention to it. Just want to continue to get after quarterbacks, and whatever happens, happens. But most of the time, I mean, I'm cognizant of it, but it's not a focus of mine.
Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're taking a break. When we come back, how big a deal is Rajon Rondo's new NBA assist